Good evening, praise the Lord. Welcome to another video of Warriors for the Lord Ministries. Just want to encourage somebody right now because I know that during this day and time that a lot of people are going through, a lot of people are going through a lot of emotions. A lot of people are feeling depressed, mentally not in the right state of mind, in a dark place mentally, feel like that they're on an island by themselves. But it's even in those times when we're going through those times in our lives that we have to always remember that God is right there with us, even when it feels like that we can't reach out to our family or our friends or our coworkers that we're close to, that even if they can't be right there with us during that time, that no matter what, God is always with us, and he's not a God that's afar off. Even in those times when we feel like that we can't reach out to nobody, that we can't tell nobody what we're going through because they're not going to be able to comprehend, or they're not going to be able to understand or sympathize with us because they're not in our shoes. God knows exactly what we're going through, and he wants us, even in those times, to seek him. He's not going to force himself in our lives. He's not going to try to bombard, us, with his presence, because he wants us to seek him. He wants us, even in those dark moments, in those dark times, to keep our focus on him and to cry out to him. And when we cry out to him, and we let him know that we need him, that we need to hear from him, that we need to know that he's right there with us, that he's going to give us a confirmation. He's going to answer our prayers. Why? Because he wants us to know that he's right there with us. He wants us to feel his presence. It might seem like it might be cold all around us, but guess what? When he wraps his arms around you, you will know that he's right there with you. And he also promised us in his word that he would never leave us nor forsake us. And that's a promise that we could take to the bank. We can sign, seal, and deliver it, because he never slacks in fulfilling his promise. But it says right here in Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 23, "Am I a God at hand, saith the Lord, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I should not see him, saith the Lord? Do not I fill heaven and earth, saith the Lord." So it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter what you're going through. No matter where you go to, God can still see you, and he still wants to be a part of your life. He still wants you to let him in so he can show his power, and his power be manifested in your life, because he's not a God that's afar off. And in those times, the enemy will, try to plant seeds. He will try to talk to us and say, "Oh, where's God at? God is supposed to be with you, but you haven't heard from him. He's not answering you. He left you here." But that's a lie straight from the pits of hell. Do not believe what the enemy is saying to you. Continue to seek God, and he will make his presence felt in your life. He will make his presence known to you, no matter what state of mind you might be in, no matter, what trials and tribulations you might go through, because he is not a God that's afar off. He is a God that is right there walking with you each and every step of the way, in the valley as well as on the mountaintop. So I pray that this video encourages you. I pray that this video has been a blessing to you in some way, form, or fashion. And I want to let y'all know that nobody else is there for you. If nobody haven't told you today that I love you, okay? I love you. You heard it from me, and I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. I love you, and I look forward to seeing y'all again next video. God bless.